Welcome back. In this video, we will see how to create a database, table and record in MySQL. After that, we will see how to pass the config parameters into the environment variables and then receive those variables into the Go program and how to utilize them. So, I have already installed the MySQL. Um, So I would request you to go ahead and install the MySQL in your local environment and change the default username, default password for the root user. Usually the root password is null or empty string. So in order to create a database and customer table, I want you to use the db.sql file or SQL file, db.sql file. It has a statement for create a database and then create a customer table, and then we are inserting the few records into the customer table. I have already created this database and table and using dbviewer to connect it. I'm using the customer table here. So it has a field 1 to customer ID, name, date of birth, city, zip and status. And let's see the data. So this is the information we have right now in the customer table. Okay, now let's go ahead and create the let's see how to pass the environment variable values. So let's go ahead and pass the environment variable server underscore address then we'll pass the port. We are going to listen on 8080. Up till now we were listening on 8080. Then we will use the database username and password. Let me copy this. So db root username is root for now for me. So MySQL is on a 3306. Sorry, localhost, and port is 3306 and db name is test underscore ms microservice test underscore ms. After that, after passing all the parameters, we can run program go run main dot go. So we don't have to run the application. So let's go ahead and try to run the sh file, or let's go ahead and run the file. Okay, so application is running. Let me terminate for now. So let's go and receive the variable values whatever we are passing through the environment variables. So let's go and into the app.go, and here we will fetch the server address and server port. So we will use os package dot get env is the method to get the environment variables. So we'll use the Let's go ahead and rerun the program. Okay, it's working. So if there is any problem, we can find out that using log.panic. So log.panic will throw the exception if there is a connection error or if something goes wrong. Okay, I'll add one more message here. So that we know the program is running. Okay, so let's go to the program. So we have seen how to use the os.getEnv to get the environment variable values. Okay, and now the next part is we will create the sanity check. So this method will be responsible for getting all the values. Example, like let's say we are passing here the database connection string, all the values for the database connection. So if there is these values are not been set, then our entire application will not work. To avoid such kind of situations, we can do the sanity check, and that we can pull all the values from the environment variable. If there is any problem, we can generate the panic error. So let's go ahead and write the program here. It will be a slice of string. Let's copy these variables. Okay, and we will use for each or range. Key, we are going to ignore the key, and value we'll walk through the env wheres. We can say it's equal to empty. We can log dot fatal, and inside this we can say empty dot okay. So let's call this sanity check inside the before we start the application, and let's rerun the program. So everything is working as expected. So let's go ahead and try our code, the one which was running earlier. So we are running our application on 8080. So let's go ahead and change our port here. Okay, so we are getting the response as expected. Okay, and I have created the customer repository db.file inside the domain. So in the next video we will work on fetching the values from the database and returning the result of a customer record in place of returning the values from the stub data. So let's connect into the next video. Thank you. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe.